Have you ever thought something was 100% true? You would have bet $1 million that it was true, and then you discovered it wasn't? Let me ask you, what might you believing about your business that's holding you back, keeping you stuck, and keeping you from the success that you desire? Stay tuned for the answers. Welcome to Biz Success in 15. I'm your host, Cindy J, the Visibility Wiz, and I'm here to guide you as you step into who you are with outrageous confidence for more visibility, influence, and profits. You can get your visibility checklist at visibilitychecklist.com. Today, we're going to be speaking about visibility, myths, opinions, and facts. So we're going to start by talking about some of the myths that you might actually believe about your business. One of them is build it and they will come. Build it and they will come. Just create your online presence, create your website, create a social media presence, and you're just automatically going to get clients. Start your YouTube channel and you'll get clients. But that doesn't happen. Just doesn't happen. Just as with anything from the dawn of day, in order to sell something, you need to market yourself. You need to get visible. You need to get in front of your target market and your ideal clients. The second myth is online ads guarantee success. Boy, I don't think anything could ever be further from the truth. Have I ever told you about my client, Karen? Karen had been a coach about 6 months when I first met her. And when she came to me, she was just really not in a good place. She was like, I don't think I have what it takes. I really have this heart to help people and to transform lives. But I have spent $8,000 on Facebook ads and I haven't gotten any clients out of it. As a matter of fact, I've only got 500 leads that have joined my list. I was like, no. There's a special knowledge. There's a special tactic to creating ads that are successful. I don't ever recommend ads of any sort for a brand new business. First thing I had Karen do was stop placing ads. And within 3 months of utilizing my strategies without any ads, she had earned over $15,000 and she added over 2,000 people to her list. So online ads guarantee success. That is one of the biggest myths out there. And I know that there's coaches out there. They take these new coaches and they get them to place ads and to pay them to place ads. And ads aren't guaranteed. In a few weeks, I'll be doing a podcast about advertising and what questions to ask yourself before you even place ads. Myth number 3, having a website's enough. I just need a website. That goes along with the build it and they will come. There are millions and billions of websites out there. And people just don't automatically find you. I remember years ago when I got my first computer in 1996, I was really excited because I'm into genealogy and I could go and I thought that I could research my genealogy online. And I put in the term genealogy, and guess what? One thing came up, one thing. If you put genealogy in a search engine today, you get millions of hits. And unless you're in the top 3 or 5, you're going to get very, very, very little traffic from a Google search engine. And so therefore, having a website is not enough because you need to get people to come to your website. Myth number 4 is online visibility is only about getting more traffic. Wrong. Visibility, in my definition, is being found when your ideal client searches for the solution that you solve. That is online visibility. Online visibility is the whole presence of everything you've ever done online. It's your face, it's your social media presence, it's your video presence, it's your website, it's anything personal you have out there. It's there, and that is your presence. So the question is, when people search for the solution that you offer, are they finding you or are they finding somebody else? That is the question. And myth number 5 is the more visible I am, the more money I'll make. At one time, I had a website. It was a very general website about self-improvement. And I was getting 20,000 unique visitors to my site each and every month. Guess how much money I was making? Want to guess? Maybe $100 or $200 a month. It was definitely nothing to write home about. You see, because if you're talking to everybody, you're talking to nobody. And that's what I was doing on that website. I was talking to everybody. And therefore, they didn't trust me because they didn't know what the heck I stood for. So those are some of the top 5 myths about your online visibility. Now we're going to be talking about opinions. Everybody has an opinion. And sometimes we take people's opinions and we make them our truths, but they're not our truths, especially if we hear them from somebody that we really perceive to be an authority or an expert, somebody that has the success that we want. We just hang on their every word and we think if their opinions are fact, but their opinions are not that. Their opinions are just opinions. And if you try to do something based on somebody else's opinion, it can really tank your business. For example, I heard somebody say every single time you get on camera, you should wear mascara. Now, I can't wear mascara right now, and if I'm blinking a lot, it's because I have an eye issue. I'm actually going to be getting eye surgery pretty soon. I can't wear mascara. So if I were to believe that I had to wear mascara to get to before I was on camera, I wouldn't be here right now. And that would really hurt my business. That was her opinion. But I have to wonder if something happened to her, would she get online? Would she be visible? Would she be on a video without mascara on? Another opinion is you have to dress professionally. I have a friend and colleague, she went on this podcast and she was wearing a tank top. That's typically what she wears. She's always running around in a tank top. The person refused to interview her while she was wearing that tank top because they said she was not dressed professionally. And she talked to me about it. She was like, well, what do you think? And I said, you need to be you. You need to be authentic. If you run around in tank tops all the time, then that's who you want to be. You want people to know who you really are. If you dress up in some business suit and that's not who you are, you're going to come across as phony. And whenever you come across as phony, people aren't going to trust you. So you're not gaining anything, right? And again, this is somebody's opinion. Another opinion is that you have to do a certain strategy. And you hear this constantly. You have to be on LinkedIn. You have to be on Facebook. You have to do video. You have to do Facebook Lives. You have to do Instagram. You have to do TikTok. You should be on Threads, right? Everything. All of these are opinions. And whenever you start seeing all these 7, 8-figure earners telling you have to do this, you start thinking, oh my God, I can never be successful unless I do this. And that's completely false. You do not need to do all of these things. There's no strategy that's right for everybody. If you've been around me at all, you've probably heard me say every strategy will work for the right person at the right time with the right mindset. Remember that. Every strategy will work for the right person at the right time with the right mindset. So if it doesn't align with you, it's not going to work for you. If it's something that goes against your core beliefs and values, it's not going to work for you. I've heard people say, oh, I know I have to be on Facebook to be successful. I'm like, who in the heck says you have to be on Facebook? That's a belief. It's an opinion that is hurting your business. Now, for myself, I used to make myself wrong because I didn't want to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. All the books, like all the books, say successful people always get up early in the morning. They get up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning before anybody else, and they take their quiet time. They do this and they do that. And for years, I made myself wrong because I could not follow that. So it's their opinion. It's not fact. Another opinion. I have a client and we were at this function together, and there was coaching involved. So she went to this coach and she said, I want to know how to get big people, big names to promote me. And the coach told her, that's impossible. You're too new. Big names will never promote you. And so she came back sort of deflated. And I said, that's her opinion. That's not fact. I said, look at your own experience. How many big names have already promoted you? And she sort of looked at me and smiled and said, 3. I said, exactly. That's her opinion. So whenever you hear all these big 7, 8-figure coaches talking about something, or even anybody for that matter, ask yourself, is this their opinion? It's not fact. Almost everything people share are opinions, not facts. So your 15-minute challenge this week is to list everything that you believe to be true about your business, and then ask yourself, is this belief holding you back? Is it a fact? Is it an opinion? Whose opinion is it? Does it align with who you are? Or is it just something that's giving you an excuse to not take action? For example, when I believed I had to get up at 4 or 5 o'clock every morning to be successful, that was an excuse not to take action on things that actually helped me become successful. So once I let go of that belief, said, hey, I can do it in my time, man. If I want to work at 2 o'clock in the morning, I can. Then that's when I started seeing success, because I let go of that belief that I was wrong and I could never be successful if I didn't get up early in the morning. So a lot of times we use these excuses to not take action. So ask yourself that. And if you're ready to let that belief go, or that opinion, because that's all it is, it's an opinion, it's not fact, it's a belief, then state what new belief you want to form. So, for example, I formed the belief I can get up at 7 o'clock every morning, have my me time, start work at 10 a.m. and still be successful. This is my story, it's my belief, and it works for me. So start examining these beliefs that you have about your business. Ask yourself if they're true and if you want to keep them or if you want to let go of them. If they're not benefiting you, what are they giving you that's helping you? Like, are they giving you an excuse to not take action? And a lot of times that's the case. So there's really basically 3 facts about your online visibility. Number 1, consistency matters. Consistency is consistency in your personal brand. It's consistency in the colors you use. It's consistency in the message that you're sharing. And it's consistency in your posting. It doesn't mean you have to be posting once a day. It just means that you're consistent, that you keep a presence out there that you're consistent with. You could do a blog post a week. You could do a blog post a month. You could do Facebook Lives once a month or every week. You could do a social media post every day, or you could do one 3 times a week. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you're consistent about it. As far as the colors are concerned, you want the colors. You want people to see it and they want to recognize your brand, that that's you. People see my hummingbird and they're like, oh, it just makes me feel so warm and cozy whenever I see your hummingbird, because I put my hummingbird on everything. That's a part of my brand, is my hummingbird. And it's very consistent. I have seen people, they have one message on Facebook with say blue and green and colors, and then you go over to their website and their website's all red and white, and then you go over to LinkedIn and it's all black and white with a different picture. That's very inconsistent, And whenever people see inconsistency in your colors and in your branding, they may not realize it consciously, but subconsciously they don't trust you because you're not consistent. The same with your messaging. I had a client once who she was like, Cindy, I just don't understand why I'm not getting any clients because I'm getting so much engagement on my social media. And I looked at her social media and I was like, why are you sharing all these pictures that you're taking? She was a nature photographer and she had all these pictures, but her business was a holistic healer. And like, just because somebody likes your pictures doesn't mean they're interested in holistic healing. So she was confusing people. She didn't have that consistent message. And the second thing is messaging. You need to have a clear, consistent message. There's 4 different messages I believe every business owner should have. You should have your core message, and that's the heart of what you do. It's who you help, why you help them, and how you help them. And when you have that core message, every decision you make in your business, you need to say, does it align with my core message? If it doesn't, you don't do it. You also can have a vision statement and a mission statement. And then what's your tagline? You've heard my tagline hundreds of times if you've been watching me at all. Step into who you are with outrageous confidence for more visibility, influence, and profits. It's clear, it's concise, I consistently share my messaging. So your messaging needs to be on target. It needs to talk to your ideal client, not your target market. It needs to talk to your ideal client, the person that you're meant to work with, because they're going to hear your voice and they're going to be attracted to you. And the third fact about online visibility is quality. If you're putting out a lot of videos that have crappy quality, people aren't going to trust you. If you put out a lot of messaging with improper grammar or a lot of misspellings, people won't trust you. So you need good quality, but quality isn't, you need good quality. And you want to create messaging, you want to create posts that educate, entertain, and empower people to take action. That's what is going to help you. So now that you know some of the myths, opinions, and facts about your online visibility, go out there and get more visible. Be sure to tune in next week for another episode of Biz Success in 15. And our topic's going to be 5 steps to attract your ideal client. So starting today, I urge you to step into who you are with outrageous confidence for more visibility, influence, and profits. Remember to grab your copy of the Visibility Checklist at visibilitychecklist.com. Have a great day. Bye.